So here's my home product photography setup. It's in my kitchen, just under the counter here. I've got this little stool that I made with a piece of gray seamless on it, and I'm going to fold down right there. And we got our products, which are these little bags of mints, and they're stuffed. Some of them are stuffed to different levels. We'll start with the least stuffed and work our way up. And hopefully I'm not getting finger smudges on them when I put them here. So I'll set that right there. Light stand right here. Little speed adapter for my light. I've got a speed light here, and I've got some grids that don't match it at all. I've got a Canon speed light and ProPhoto grids, and so I'm just gonna grab my grid, the 20. This is like the finest grid. I think this is the 10 degree. Is this the finest one? Yeah, 10 degree as opposed to 20 or 30. I love these things; they're really nice. Anyway, I'm just gonna tape that right over my speed light. I have a different kind of grid that goes with my speed light, Honal, that uses like Velcro, and I fucking hate it. It's a piece of junk. I don't know if the MagMod ones were out when I was looking for grids. I bought the Honal one because at the time that's what Mike Kelly suggested, but that was in like his first tutorial way back when, and they just fucking totally suck. Sorry, Honal. Maybe you've improved them by now. Anyway, it's so wobbly and shit. Anyway, so I've got my light right here. We'll twist that down, get it to aim down at my bag, get it much, much closer here. So we're going to the kind of hard studio light kind of look, or like theater sort of thing, I guess you could say. So I'll get this right here, switch it on, and give it a little test pop. Yep, I like that. Last time, I put a few little mints outside of the bag, but we'll have just the bag for now by itself. Well, I can't remember if I think the one that they selected was one with a little pile of mints there. So we'll go ahead and add our mints. We got three, little pile of 3 mints. 1, 2, 3. It's like that that owl that licks the Tootsie Pop. 1, 2, 3. That was good. You can kind of see that one coming open though, because I've opened these previously to take photos of the inside of the mint. And I want it to be obvious that there are 3 there. It's a little, it's a stack of 3. It should look like there are 3, right? And that'll have to be good enough. I'm gonna be happy with that. No, I am not. Okay, so let's get back to the setup. This is for later. This is when I'm gonna do a 2 light setup. Another foot for that light when I do that. Some mini soft boxes that out of the way. Trigger for the flash. Hey, did you go off to sleep? So I've got my tripod set up as like low as I can possibly get it to the ground here. Put the camera on. I shot this tethered last time, and I probably will again. Okay, so I don't actually need the tripod to be this low, which is a good thing. Oh, and Kieran is awake, so that is probably going to be it for how much work I get done right now. But I got this all set up, so I'll at least take 1 shot. ISO, I think I had it at 100, we'll do 160. F9, max sync speed, and here, I'll bring you down here to check it out. Let's see if this can see the back of the camera okay. Anyway, so that's what we got. Let's, I think a little more light in the foreground will be nice. So I'm going to scoot it this way just a tiny bit. A sample. Yeah, and I think it could be a little brighter, so I'm going to drop the aperture by 1, power up a tiny bit, power up a little more. Yeah, that's nice. So that's a good look. I can see the photo pretty well on the back of my camera. I don't necessarily need to shoot tethered. Let me zoom in here and make sure that the image, yeah, it's all sharp as hell. Got that shot. Get the camera lined up just right. I'm using my geared head here so I can get really minute adjustments. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. We'll swap it out for the next bag. Oh, my mints fell over. Well, that looks pretty nice too. Okay, so the next thing to do is check on Kieran. I've got the little monitor on here so I can see him. He's squirming around a little. Might be waking up. We'll put a bottle on for him. Next thing to do is the 3-pack. So we'll take our mints out, put our bags all up here together. Scoot back just a tiny bit to get them all in frame. Turn the power back up. And the one we did for this was the soft light rather than a hard light. So I'm going to get one more shot with hard light just to see if I can get something I like. And then I'm going to switch to the 2-light setup, and that's just not even in frame. So what's nice about this is I'm getting a little bit of reflection of the logo. I think I'm going to leave this one here actually and go get a 3rd light. Here's the little f-stoppers flash disc. Turn that on, put this in slave mode. It's already in. So I bought the really expensive Canon 600 XRT for my first flash. This was like $600 or something. And then for other flashes, I bought, knockoffs. They were like $130, and it's almost exactly the same. I prefer using this one. The buttons and stuff are better, so if I'm going to have one on top of my camera, I use the real Canon one. But for my remote lights, these ones, pretty good, pretty cheap. Good deal. Once upon a time, way back when, I dropped this, and the little battery door broke. Or maybe it didn't break it, maybe I just closed it too hard, and some little piece of plastic broke off in here, so the battery door doesn't stay closed, so it doesn't stay on. And I've done a couple of different ways to try to do something about that. Sometimes I tape it shut, and sometimes I use the rubber band, which we're going to try this time. It is just enough to keep it on. And so, put the foot on the bottom. That's on. It's in group B. Let's make it group C, and we'll see if I can fit that. It's not quite going to fit under my little counter here, so I'll bend it forward a little bit until I can get it there. This isn't even going to get past that thing. So I'm going to move it over to this side. Light on. This is not even touching. The legs aren't even splayed out enough for it to be stable. Check line of sight. Flash. It's kind of hitting them. Maybe if I move this one over here a little. Alright, let's see how that looks. On here, we're going to change our groups to where we also need to have group C. And we're going to turn the power down to 1/16. I'm just using these all in manual mode because it's a static scene, nothing's changing, so better just to have a consistent power between shots. Okay, that is too much light. I could turn them all down, but I could also just turn my aperture up by 1. But it's better, I think, to save your battery power. Turn the power down. So let's go down to 1/32 on group C and B. And group A is almost at 1/32 too. It's all 1/30, the 32nd of a second. No, 1/32, 1/30, 32 power. 1/32 of the total power. There we go. This bag is a little too glary, so I move that, and that is not really much better. And I think you can tell that that bag is just like stuffed as shit, and the others are not. So that's gonna have to change. Let's turn our hard light off and see how it looks without that. Different. But better? No. The logo is reflective, and it's catching the light a little bit and looking pretty good on the other bags. What I want is to move the hard light back a little more to give it a little more spread. That should be good. What else do I want to do? Oh. Okay, let's shoot that first. Okay, I like that. Now I think it's not quite level, so I could fix that in post, but I can just move my camera a tiny bit here. I like it. Now I just need to equal out the amount of mints in these bags. Fun little fact, because they didn't have many of the post-production mints, they sent me a little filler to fill the bags with. They filled with Tootsie Rolls. So we'll drop some Tootsie Rolls in there. Framed up, and snap. I'm going to rotate it a little bit so it catches more light, I think. Let's see if that does the trick. Yep, that worked. I think I'll scoot that other one out just a little bit, and that's a little too far out. So I gotta move that to get that out of the frame. And then I gotta scoot back. And it looks like I'm a little too high now because I'm kind of looking down on them. But my tripod's not getting any closer to the ground, so that's just how it's gonna have to be. This is where I was considering using my ball head instead of my geared head, because I mean, look how much height this thing adds. It's a whole nother camera. But my ball head is up there, holding the camera, holding you. Okay, and that's it for today's shoot. I'll show you a couple of the finished images here, and I'll break this down and put it away so I can get dinner started and feed my baby. See you next time. Try out some product photography at home. Shove it in a little corner under your cabinet in your kitchen. Worked for me. It can work for you. Bye.